Welcome to season 2 of Remnant Gamers.
This segment has been brought to you by, of course, the Squirt Inquisitor 7000. It ain't the gun that squirts. It's Goat Roper.
This podcast is brought to you by Goat Roper.
Well, I like watching corn.
He likes watching it get shucked. Well, them damn corn shuckers. They at it again.
Corn shuckers.
Down there shucking in the fields. Oh my god.
Exactly. Hashtag corn shuckers.
Can we get like a Golden Corral simulator game?
Golden Corral sim.
It starts off where you go into Golden Corral and you're like, can I get some mashed potatoes? And the lady's like, ain't no more mashed potatoes, baby, just green beans and corn. And you're like, fuck this, I'm opening my own restaurant. The moose bathwater.
Moose bathwater. It's just a turd in a thimble. Moose is in the Techno Void. Lat has got a camera and a mic that work almost 50% of the time. Jono cleaned up his room, and Chibi is now exactly in sync with her video.
I'm just
I didn't ask to
saying,
get called out like this.
Did I sum that up too well?
Oh, you hit the nail on the head, my man.
That's a big reach.
Nico Dasani.
Nico Dasani.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Silver Monkey.
Alright, we all have that issue with the flying peni, you know?
They're everywhere.
Everywhere. They're just fucking everywhere,
It's worse
you know?
than locusts, honestly.
But you know what you can do? All you have to do is get the floating thought.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Yes. See, what you do is you get this magical kite that just takes it for you.
Choking 8-year-olds and power bottom and pigeons over here.
I need my safety gear on for this.
You just have to get your mouth guard and you'll be fine.
Here, son, bite down on this. It's easier if you don't clench.
Just take a deep breath and it'll be over in 2 seconds.
Oh, so that's where I was wondering where those copper tubes went.
Oh no, I've had these on me. I don't know where the other copper tubes went.
All I know is I put 3 copper tubes in the storage. You built a wall storage and looked at it, and now the copper tubes are missing from the ship's storage. That's all I know.
What are you trying to say, Moose?
What
are you trying to say, Moose?
I'm trying to say one of us is a copper tube stealing some bitch, and I'm saying that man ain't me. Alright.
Burger!
Oh.
Take! Burger!
I'm gonna put cheese on it.
Take!
I'm putting cheese on it.
Doesn't need cheese!
It does need cheese.
Burger!
Take these dirty plates. I'm making another cheeseburger.
Serve this. Serve this.
Serve that.
Serve this. Serve this.
Now the cheeseburger. Now we need another cheeseburger.
I'm gonna hurt someone.
Hello.
Hello.
People of the internet.
What's up, Grandpa?
Yes.
Grandpa, tell me a story. What was it like back in the day?
Well, there was one time where I was eagerly awaiting pictures of Spider-Man, and I never got them.
Lord.
Oh God.
I thought he was gonna start with the never-ending story, or the princess bride. Grandpa, tell me a story.
Back in my day, we wore an onion in our belt, which was the fashion at the time.
Ew.
Is that like that one musician who also wore an onion? What's his name? Jonyon Bonyon Jovi?
What? What? What?
That was not his name.
I support this as canon.
It's Lord.
So yes, who invited J. Jonah Jameson and what happened to me. So screen testing next week in the Tampa Comic Con. Screen testing the look.
He's
yes,
gonna
Katie,
be
I'm currently eating a cheeseburger while in New World.
he's gonna be a whole omnibus man.
That's right.
I'm the omnibus driver.
Yeah.
I can't believe y'all didn't figure out J. Jonah Jameson. He's literally the voice of Omni-Man.
I know.
But yeah.
I for some reason the picture just didn't pop into my head when I saw him. I was like Captain Murphy from Sea Lab, or what was the other one that we were saying?
Oh. Shit.
You make me think of that guy from the current show right now that everybody keeps fucking talking about. This superhero show that's like super, like, violent.
Yeah, Invincible.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Omni-Man.
The
That's
one
what
who
he's-
did the meme thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
Thank Mark.
Omni-Man.
That's where
I
that's where
know,
I'm-
but I'm like, that's just what I think of. That's the only character I think of right now, currently.
Yeah,
Speaking
well, that's
of,
good,
I
because that's
finally
who I'm going
binged.
as next weekend.
I finally binged through the series, and holy shit, it was great.
Wasn't it?
Oh my god,
Oh.
it's
That's
so good.
other than him and Bro from Spider-Man. That like,
It's
Yeah.
it's very
I can't think of-
similar to The Boys to me. Like,
yeah, I could.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Incredibly similar.
I could see that. Yeah,
So
it's
good.
true. Apparently, there's too many dudes who have that look. It's like a staple.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Apparently,
He's also just a 70s porn star and like police person.
Yeah, I was about to say I could also just be the guy that was gonna let you off with a warning till I noticed your broken tail light.
God, please, sir, no.
And for audio listeners, you're really gonna want to at least like peek at a thumbnail of this. I'm sure that we'll use him as the thumbnail without a doubt today.
For sure.
Yeah. There you
Too
go.
good. There's the thumbnail.
God.
There it is. All right.
God.
So who are you people, and what happened to Moose?
The second part, I don't know. I can't tell you, but
Right.
I don't think anyone can answer that one. But I'm
Well,
Jono.
nobody in particular, but
Hi, I'm Jono.
GB. Meow.
I'm here.
I am here.
I am not Servo.
Oh, then I think you got the wrong drink. That one's labeled for Servo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think we're gonna have to contact Servo and the authorities. You may have stolen his drink.
Right.
Yeah, about that.
You ain't getting it back.
No, no.
No.
Now I'm All Might.
And last without yeast is Lat.
Yay!
I like eggs. Looking for eggs.
I'm glad you could rise to the occasion.
Eggs, eggs, eggs.
Oh my god.
Them jokes, though.
I know, right?
Special.
Oh, we knew that much.
Only takes like a minute for that one. All right, well, Servo's creepy face aside, what all have you guys been
All
playing
right.
this week?
Oh, Servo. What
I
a great
love
face to be
Frozen
frozen
Servo.
to. That's great. We should keep that
I don't know
forever.
what you're talking about.
I think I have
Keep it
one
forever.
like that to keep forever. I'm pretty sure I have like a couple of those freeze frame pictures. I just have to make
Right.
like a giant Servo homage wallpaper.
Fine.
You just wait. We're gonna be at the
Very
con.
Fine.
We're gonna be at the con, and you're gonna like see my wallpaper on my phone. It's gonna be like a rotating carousel of like different
my
pictures
God.
of your face, and you're gonna be like,
Yes.
I need to find a new room.
Never do that. With that much
Never, ever.
dedication, You and I are gonna be best friends.
We admire the handiwork.
Besties.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, it's a big bed. You can crawl on in.
Oh God. Anyway, on that note, I guess I'll start. I started playing Mass Effect 3 last week. I'm ready to cry. I'm already feeling the feels. We just picked up Garrus again, so life is good.
Oh, best boy.
Yeah, we just did Palavin. And then, well, yeah, whatever. We went and picked him up. And then on
Larkangel.
Wednesday, I think it was, I started playing A Plague Tale: Innocence. That game's fucking rough. Oh my God. Gorgeous. But horrible.
I meant to warn you in the beginning of that. That it
I mean,
gets
I already knew it was
a
gonna
little
be rough.
graphic and a little intense for a minute, and a little bit of the feels train. But yeah.
Oh God, it's continual feels train, especially for someone who, you know, likes animals.
Yeah, I was gonna say likes animals. Yeah.
I was like, ah! But I mean, I knew it was gonna be rough, but I didn't know how rough it was gonna go. So it was kind of like a scale of I wasn't sure, but I knew it was gonna be up there. But I mean, aside from that, it's really good. I mean, I really love it. I knew I was gonna like it anyway. I just knew it was gonna probably push my boundaries of like what I want to look at when it's getting really graphic.
It's a very, very like great.
But it's
game.
realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I mean, well.
Well, just
I don't know about
hella trigger warning for.
Yeah, if you don't like watching,
animals.
I mean, it's basically like the Telltale Walking Dead game where you have to make really horrible decisions that ultimately are really, you have to make them. I mean, it's very realistic in the sense of if you were actually doing this in real life, you would have to make these decisions anyway.
Yeah.
But it still sucks because a lot of times you have to watch it when it happens. But luckily, sometimes the camera pans away and you don't really see it in graphic detail, but still.
Sometimes.
But it's beautiful. I love it. I really love the environment. The voice actors are great. It's everything I thought it was going to be. So I'm excited now for the second one. I don't even know how far I am into the first one. Probably not very far. But
I've been meaning to play that game. It looks like what you're describing.
Oh, it's fantastic. The environment's gorgeous, especially if you have PlayStation. It's free right now. I think the one that it's the free game for the month. I think
Is it also available on Game Pass? Sorry.
That I don't know.
I want to say I'll look at it.
I was gonna say
because I know.
I think it's where I keep seeing it at. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because I know the first thing that the one I'm playing is the PS5 version that they just came out with. So I don't know if like the graphics are like even better than the PS4 version, but it looks gorgeous.
So.
It's very, very pretty. Very pretty.
I'd be playing it on PC, so hopefully it's just. As
Oh,
good.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's good. Plus, the CEO liked my tweet about it, so I was like,
Nice.
I'm glad I didn't say anything bad about it.
Yes,
good.
Servo.
Even if you did, still that's just as good.
Servo.
But I mean,
it
I
is
was
on Game
honest. I was like,
Pass.
it's rough.
I
I had a
so.
feeling it was because it's been a bit, but I wasn't sure. But I knew this month it was the free game for PlayStation. So if you don't have Game Pass, it's on PlayStation. It's free.
I'm pretty sure
And
it's
that's
also
priority.
like always on sale on Steam too. So you can find it wherever you are, unless you're on the Switch. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think it's on Switch, but I'm okay with that. I don't think I'd want those types of graphics like right up in my face in a portable method. But
You mean right up at, how are you playing your Switch? Is it like this close to you?
oh, but you're like this, you know. I mean, you're still pretty closer to my face than my monitor would be.
Debatable.
I'm not gonna have my Switch all the way over here. Good God, I wouldn't be able to see anything.
You
I
could.
play my Switch, like looking up at it, so it's a
Oh God.
it's
no.
a system to keep me from falling asleep. Because
So
every time I
because
do,
you'll drop it.
every time I do, it slaps me in the face. So,
I play
Okay.
my Switch like I used to play Pokemon back in school. It's just under the desk, hiding it down here, just sneaking little peeks at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But
gotta
other
be
than
a
that,
lap distance away.
Well, that's all I've been playing is Mass Effect and A Plague Tale, for now.
Very nice.
And Love Live, but that's that's a staple of every day. And
Yeah.
apparently Servo is, I don't know what he's doing. He's having sexy time with his screen.
Just seeing who's looking. Just seeing who's looking.
Always, everyone.
We're always looking.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love it.
Oh god.
But
Who's
What
next?
about you guys?
I've been playing, or I tried Double Kick Heroes, and I didn't enjoy that too much. I enjoyed it, but not enough to keep playing it because
I was
it
like,
got
man,
repetitive.
it's not a lot of times that I hear you say that you don't enjoy something, like outright.
It got repetitive real quick. It was just
Yeah.
a side scrolling, press button. It was like a side scrolling parappa the rapper killing zombies type deal.
Oh, okay.
And you only have two buttons, so it's either hit the pistol or hit the shotgun. And after 2 hours of that, I kind of felt like I saw everything that I was going to see, but the music was great. So if you're like a heavy metal fan, then I assume that's one of the things that would draw you to the game. But it wasn't enough.
Go on.
Wait,
which one was this?
Double Kick Heroes.
Okay.
It's about it's apocalyptic scenario with zombies, and a heavy metal band is like one of the last survivors, and they outfit their Cadillac with weapons.
Of course, it's got to be a Cadillac.
Like
that
even
poor Cadillac.
Even
Nothing
if it's
else but
like
gold weapons.
a nice like soundtrack or like a decent like metal soundtrack names, I feel like the gameplay loop has to at least be good enough to keep you somewhat zoned in while you're playing it.
Right,
If it's
but
not
you're
music
so-
like Slain, I don't know.
you have to
Like,
hit
like
keys
Brutal Legends.
in order. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
or
Brutal Legends.
Brutal
But
Legends.
it's-
Slain,
no.
Slain also is
Just
very metal. you know?
Great mindless gameplay to just keep zoning in and playing and everything, and then the soundtrack is great. So
It's well, the sound. I don't know if it's on par with Brutal Legends, but you're so tuned into making sure you hit the keys in order to pass the level and destroy the zombies that you almost tune out the music.
Okay.
You're focused on like making sure you hit that mark so you can fire your weapon at the hordes that are chasing you. So
Interesting.
Do you like Metroidvania style games?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, because if you like that idea, because I know I just mentioned Slain. If you haven't played it, I recommend that. Then it's very Castlevania, Metroidvania like with very strong metal soundtrack. It's fantastic. It's well, technically, I think the title's like Slain Back from Hell or something like that. I think it's on Steam.
I can add it to my list.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
about to say, like,
if you have not played it, I think the music was written by like an actual like metal musician, and I can't think of who it is right now. It's gonna drive me nuts. Now I have to look it up. It's gonna drive me crazy.
But other than that, I started Manhunt Stories 2 and absolutely in love with the game. You know, when I played the demo, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it. But
No,
when I bought the game, I was kind of like, oh,
game is really good.
nice.
Oh no! I turned off my camera for a
Great.
second. My bad.
Look
Where'd
back.
you go?
oh,
There you
okay.
Okay, cool.
There you
cool.
go.
Yeah, that's it.
Excellent.
Monster Hunter and Double Kick.
Yeah, that was it. Just so soon.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I thought he was like thinking really pensively about it.
No,
Me
I was
too.
looking at the trailer that Chibi posted.
Well, if it's not already apparent, I would say slightly addicted to New World at the moment.
Yeah,
I
it's
did
funny because you
play-
were a little pensive before. Like,
No, I was definitely pensive about it. And I was actually having this conversation with somebody yesterday, but you know, in playing this game, I kind of realized that there's something about it that it has absolutely nothing to do with like the way the game is, I guess is the best way to say it. Like, well, I mean, you guys can see it right now in the background. Like, for example, you got quests, you got the chat. I mean, it's ability based MMO. You know, a lot of them, a lot of the abilities are based on what weapon you're using. So, in a way, it's like just really simplistic.
Yeah.
And I haven't really played a whole lot of MMOs where crafting was as important
It
as
is
usually as it is in this
so
game.
important in this game. Like it
Like right off the
literally is
bat, it's
part
like
of the thing that invests you back into it.
I kind of feel like for example, yeah, you can get some vendor gear, which is really good.
Mhm.
But if you look at some of the higher crafting gear, like in most MMOs, it's of course better. And there are a lot of similar elements from World of Warcraft, which immediately made me just feel comfortable. Like, you know, again, you level up, you have a skill tree, it adds abilities to your hotbar. It's an open world MMO. You're basically just running from area to area doing quests. They also have PvP quests, which is really fun.
Have you
A
done
lot of
any of those,
familiar
by the way?
elements. What's that?
Have you done any of those, by the way? I haven't, and I was interested
PvP?
in going and doing like the fort takeover stuff, but I haven't touched
Yeah,
it yet.
yeah, I did a fort PvP. I did the war, the 50v50 war.
Mm-hmm.
And I did we were running some like world PvP quests yesterday.
Okay.
Oximus and some of the guys and I. So yeah, I'm in a right now I'm in a company of about 17 people, 12 of which are currently playing right now. So we're all kind of like, you know, actively, you know, grouping, ungrouping and doing little things here and you like, you know, it's kind of like when I first started playing World of Warcraft. Like it's just as simple as that. Like it just feels familiar, and that's kind of what drew me into it. I knew that I liked the game when it was on Friday. I had a class that I had to go teach, and it started at I had to leave at 2 o'clock, and it hit like 1:45, and I was like, "Fuck, 15 minutes isn't enough to do what I want to do right now." And I went,
You're like, fuck
"Oh,
them kids and
shit."
played New World.
I was like, "Wait a second, I'm like pre-planning what I need to do in the game." I'm like, yeah, okay, I like this game. Yeah.
That's how you know it's got its teeth in.
And then there's one little thing that makes it just. And again, this is like I'm curious what you guys are gonna think about this, but it's this proximity voice chat.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I,
like
did
this.
see that.
Nice.
In an MMO, it's so fucking cool. I mean, and you can just click on somebody and mute them, just like in VR chat. So it's real easy if you don't like it, or you can, of course, just turn it off.
Honestly, I think
you
it
have that
adds
option.
to the social construct of the game itself.
It
and
really
it's,
does. It
It's
really does.
so
because,
cool because towns feel alive.
an amazing example happened to me last night, and I was kind of like, "Holy shit!" I didn't really think about that, but I'm walking by, and I hear someone talking. It's obviously their very first moments in the game, and they're talking like as if they're streaming. So I was like, "Hey, what up, Twitch chat?" And he turned and he's like, "Hey, like, hey man, like, you know, hey, do you know where to go to get the fucking this?" And I was like, "Yeah, you just go over here." And I walked him over there, and like, you know, it was just kind of cool. I had no idea who the guy was, but I couldn't tell you.
Awesome.
But like later on, someone came to my chat because I was of course streaming it too, and they were like, "Hey, yeah, you helped so and so earlier, thanks." And they followed me, so I was like, "Okay,
Nice.
this is fucking cool." You know, like yeah, it's got a lot of little things that. I feel like they did right. So yeah.
There's
Okay,
it
that-
feels like
that,
there's
great.
a lot of life in it right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And then another thing is that I can just sit here and just walk around and like explore shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I can turn PvE on. I don't have to worry about people attacking me, and just kind of like enjoy checking out, you know, different areas and stuff. The game is pretty huge.
I turned my brain off
Damn it.
yesterday.
How much
and
is the
just did
pre-order?
40. I just
$39.99.
yeah. I turned my brain off yesterday and just did a bunch of like logging and a bunch of gathering and stuff. It was just like, I'm gonna level these up because why not? I want to see what I can do. I've got mining.
far away yesterday, and went to like this undead area. All the
Yo,
enemies
was it
were,
one of the
like,
corrupted
skull
blight
level.
areas?
No. This
Oh.
is like literally like I would I would say that it's similar to in theme to like Fellwood.
Okay.
Like everything's dead and like blighted, like Eastern Plague Lands. type
Yeah.
of, like if you guys
Really?
know.
So there's
Yeah.
corrupted
Yeah.
areas that keep appearing on the map, and they'll disappear after a certain amount of time, and they're
there's,
like
there's
that.
too. Yeah.
And they turn
Yeah,
they turn the sky red. Everything just like darkens out. It feels like you're in fucking Dark Souls for a minute. Just
Oh yeah.
terrifying.
Oh yeah. It's. I could go on.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yeah. Needless to say, I have also
and we're
been
gonna
playing
talk about
a
it more
lot
in
of
a
it.
little bit. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll get back to it.
I know it hit our topic list a couple of times.
Yep.
With very good
With
reasons.
good reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting stuff. What about you, Moose? What you doing? What you up to? What you playing?
So I haven't had.
You feeling
Yeah.
good today? You doing all right? All right.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Blew out my back yesterday, so I'm still kind of reeling from that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Been there, done that.
yeah.
Oh
Not too
yeah.
long ago.
Oh, wait. What were you doing? You blew out your back?
Well, nothing fun. I was at the gym.
If you were picking up like a
Oh.
bag of chips or something, I was like, damn it.
Yeah, no, because I
I was
with my-
chasing a
with my-
horse.
right? Yeah, I wish that was the story. But no, like I made a promise to my bro. I was like I'm not gonna be the only Omni Man there in Tampa, but I'm gonna be the fucking cuttest one. I'm gonna be the biggest motherfucker there.
Oh, God.
So I've been
Oh,
like
yeah.
pulling like double time at the gym and everything like that. And then I
Good
was
for you, man.
I was leg pressing. I was like halfway through. I was on like the third set of leg pressing 300, and just the whole lower back just pushed out and just fuck.
Yeah,
That
you
was what
have
I was
that,
going to be
like-
worried about. I was like,
Oops.
please don't push yourself too much to where you hurt yourself.
It's,
Like,
yeah, it's your body's equivalent of going access denied.
Pretty much. That's what it felt like,
Like,
dude.
Windows
Too
404
far.
error.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yes.
Not enough
So, yeah.
currency. Nope.
Yeah, but I've been like working my ass off otherwise. I've been playing a little more League, and I guess now I'm pre-ordering New World.
Join my server.
What server is that?
I'll give you the details. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Dox yourself in front of all of Twitch. What server? You know?
Nah, it's Pleroma, U.S. West Pleroma.
Okay.
We got
US
a free
West?
company, people. Anyone listening?
My server's the best
Join-
meme
join
server.
in. Oh no! I mean, it's Baron's chat here, guys.
What server you on? K. K? K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a Spanish server?
K?
Okay.
Okay.
What? What?
Wild
I mean,
ass 2 server.
Nani?
What we played
Nani?
don't forget we also played Tarkov on Wednesday.
We did. I finally got the Jorno into the Turkov.
It was a fucking time.
Buongiorno.
Yeah.
He said DiGiorno.
DiGiorno.
Arrivederci.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
That was a hell of a lot of fun. I got to give him his first experience of, all right, I'm gonna spend like 10 minutes with you to set up all your gear and make sure you're armored up, make sure you're fully kitted for war here. And then we died in like the first 2 minutes of the raid.
Literally the first 2
Well, you
minutes.
know, it'd be like that
Yep.
sometimes.
We spent
It's
so
true.
long prepping, and he went through this whole Bible of different things that I was never going to remember to begin with. We walked
Yes.
in, started it up, we crossed a river, looked across the little tiny like bushway. 2 dudes showed up and were like, oh, we're dead. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, like how real war works. You're
Yeah.
I
there
would've-
for months, and you're like
I
dead.
still stand by. I would have been fine. I probably could have taken at least one of them, but the fucking toggle ADS was the. I fucking hate toggle ADS so much. I had to switch it
Me too.
immediately.
Yeah,
How
no, and
do
I
you
will
feel
say
about
there-
toggle ADS? How do you really feel?
You know,
Yeah.
We probably would have won the war if we didn't have toggle ADS on.
And you certainly did back that statement up, though, because you toggled it right after there, and then we got your first task of killing 5 scavs down in like 2 raids, which is way the hell faster than most people finish that task. So I was like, yep, it was the toggle ADS after all, because he was just smoking people after that.
I can shoot things. Toggle ADS is horrible. It's cancer.
He can shoot things. He can shoot things, but he can't read.
Yeah. Like most Americans.
God.
Good old Duval County education.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
You know it. Well, I also have been playing a lot of New World lately.
Nice.
A lot. Of course, some Rust. And I found a new server immediately. Like, it was a low server that wiped an hour into me starting it. So it was a complete fresh start. There was 5 other people on. I got to kill a couple of people. 2 people found my base, which was in the middle of nowhere on a giant map, and they built a house right next door just to fuck with us. So they just started door camping us for like 2 hours straight. Oh, it was toxic.
Sounds fun.
It
Sounds fun.
It was great, though. It was just a back and forth just fight for an entire night over whether or not I can leave my front door. Thus is
No.
That was
Rust.
a great time.
I mean, we stole kits off of them. They stole kits off of us. Just back and forth trading stuff.
Hashtag
Usual
just
neighbor
Rust
stuff.
thing.
Yeah, hashtag just Rust things.
God, here we go.
All right, so
Moose
last
is
week we talked
indoctrinated.
about Netflix adding gaming to their streaming service.
Yeah.
But I think we were wondering like in what capacity they were going to be adding it. So they shed a tiny bit more light on it this week about what they were doing.
Really
And
small.
they've also said that they weren't going to be charging any extra for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a
We'll see
nutso
how true-
announcement.
I was gonna say.
We'll see how they
pretty
stick to that.
Very debatable considering they upped the price of their cost regularly once a year by like another $1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they've been planning on this for a little bit.
We won't charge you anything additional. Yet.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
And they only mentioned 2 of their IPs, their series.
Yeah, they
on
keep
that.
mentioning
Yeah.
the same too.
Yeah, Bandersnatch,
Yeah,
which is Black Mirror, and Stranger Things, and it's gonna be something mobile game.
I think they want to
Interactive.
stick with like interactive stuff,
Right.
similar to
Which-
sorry,
Go ahead.
oh, you're
My
good.
bad. Oh, well, I was just saying, like, I really enjoyed Bandersnatch, actually.
I also really enjoyed Bandersnatch.
Like, it was
But-
very well done for a
but-
choose-your-own-adventure type thing.
Yeah, I
But
also
with
love choose
that-
your own adventure stuff.
With the way that they're saying it, it kind of makes me. I don't know. I'm not looking forward to a mobile game that's interactive with a Netflix series. I don't see how enticing that can be. That kind of
Yeah.
limits, to me, that kind of limits what it's going to be about.
Well, plus, I mean, one of the people that they hired that kind of was causing people to even think about this whole game thing that was it was a former EA executive. So, I mean,
I
I get
think-
kind of nervous with that. I'm like, how many microtransactions you gonna throw in these games? I'm just saying, we know how EA can be. So I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do, but yeah, it sounds like they're kind of limited on what they plan to do, but they're leaving their options open.
Yeah, if they're saying they want it to be interactive, and especially for the series that they have, that just doesn't give me a lot of hope. I mean, I was more hopeful last week when they didn't have this much information, but now,
Yeah, I don't know. It's an intriguing idea, but no, I feel like they'll just be kind of stuck with their IPs. You know, they'll probably make games, like you said, that are based off of the series they've created or, you know, stuff that they plan to do. Something that's interactive tied into a series that they've created or an anime or something.
I have to say that I'm a little more open now to the idea of other companies getting in. Like, because last week I was all ready to just shit on every company that's not already set in stone trying to get into the gaming like creation because I was.
Don't you gatekeep that world?
Well, I mean, there have been a lot of shitty ones, so it's
I
kind
know.
of hard not to. Like when Google made Stadia and when fucking Amazon made Crucible. But I have to specifically eat my fucking words because New World is legitimately just become a ready addiction, and I was ready to shit on Amazon for it, and now here I am completely ready to just go balls deep in this.
I feel like it's
Netflix,
like every group has to make
give it
that
a shot.
thing. You just gotta wait. Sometimes it's not always a hit, but you know, when they find that one good thing, you know, if they find that good thing, if
is the big
that was
part
like
of that.
if. Sometimes they don't.
That's true. My addition to what you were saying is, if they find that one good thing, then enjoy it and just hope that they don't fuck it up afterwards.
Exactly. You know?
Oh, yes.
So there's already some worrying talk about potential microtransactioning and future fuck ups for New World.
I mean, it's you know.
Yeah.
Microtransactions are easy to ignore, though.
Well,
Just don't buy 'em.
Depends. It really
At
depends.
first,
It's
until
something
they make it
that's-
like, you know.
it's something for like Azoth, which is going to be a necessity for late game stuff. Considering crafting depends on it, travel depends on it, a lot of your stuff in the game depends on that. So there's potential for them to fuck it up down the line, but we won't really know until launch.
It happens. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, just look at New World or it's Black Desert Online.
I was gonna say, what would your opinion be if the microtransactions were more like Genshin, where it was
Like
like
a gacha
random...
system?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, but then it wouldn't be that type of game. It'd be a gacha then.
It would be one of those, like, what would the gacha be? If it was like cosmetics or anything, like ESO
Characters and
does.
swords.
I
If it was
fine with
characters and weapons, I mean.
Like a skins. They already have skins in the game.
Yeah, they have skins, and that's already in the microtransaction store in the game. They also have housing items that are in the microtransaction. That I don't really care.
Yeah, Genshin just started
That's fine.
adding skins,
Okay.
so or outfits.
It's cosmetic. I don't give a shit.
They give you enough money in the in-game store for the beta to buy the rainbow tiger thing for your house too, and I was already like, yep, give it to me. Don't care. Want it. I don't care if I mean,
a lot of
keep
games
this on
do that.
launch.
Like a lot of games, like even Genshin did that. Like they give you so much shit at the beginning, you know, to do a bunch of stuff, and then you know, I mean, that's fine. That's kind of how those systems work. You know, people who play those games know that. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I feel like if people go in knowing that, then that's fine, you know, because they've already stated up front that that's the type of game that they're going to have, and obviously people who want to get into that will.
But that's why there's potential
won't.
issue is because they haven't stated this yet up.
Yeah, so if they don't, that's kind of messed up, because then it's like you start a game with the idea of it's going to be like this, and then you go into it and it's going to be like this, and you're like, but that's not the type of game I wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're already invested and you're kind of screwed with it.
Out of the gate, Genshin Impact was like, "Hey,
this is a gacha.
we're an up-and-coming gacha game." But then you've got like Black Desert Online that is, oh yeah, it's an MMO, you know, blah blah blah. You do everything else you do in another MMO. By the way, do you want to grind for 400 hours? Or you want to give us $60? Your choice.
Plus, and the thing with Genshin is a lot of people do not realize that Genshin was not MiHoYo's first game. They also had Honkai Impact the Third, which is a mobile game. So this has already been something that they've done. This is what they do. So when Genshin came out, most people are like, oh, okay. They already know what MiHoYo style games are, but this is just a console PC version. So this is already like a mental thought. It's not like they changed their magic. They literally kept what they do. They just made it a completely different story that kind of segues into their other one. But this one, it's like, you know, if they create whole new games without that previous knowledge of the type of game that they're going to do, they really have to set that tone right up front. Because if otherwise, it's just kind of scumbaggy and seems like they're just trying to cash grab
The
all of
only
a sudden.
previous tone that Amazon has set so far is Crucible is a failed game.
Oh, oh.
Sad.
I mean, realistically, what can we expect? Yeah, they'll pull it and say that, oh, sorry, we have to unrelease it, or or add data. I mean, Jeff Bezos has to go to space again somehow, right? Like, you can't do that for free.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
But, yeah,
Dick-shaped
but I
rockets aren't
think,
cheap.
1,000 times over.
yeah, I think people would play it, which either way they go. If it's a gotcha style randomized pay to get something, or if not. But I feel like
Yeah.
if they're gonna go that route, they'll probably get less people out the gate if they made it like, pay gotcha type of thing. Because I know a lot of friends who stay away from those games just for that reason.
Right.
At
I
least
don't
it's
know.
not heavy pay to win. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it might be
It's like, as long as it's
microtransaction
cosmetic.
for the currency stuff in the game, but as long as it's not pay to win, that's probably
Yeah.
the biggest issue.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
I just wanted to present the possible future of what that game might end up also having in it.
Yeah, yeah. Same as why I asked that question. I was curious how you guys felt about those type of microtransactions.
Yep.
Well, I mean, y'all know I play gotcha games, so
I also play gotcha games, but
Yeah.
I play gotcha games knowing up front that I'm playing a gotcha
yeah, I
game.
was like, as long as I know that's what I'm getting into, then cool.
So communication is key.
Yeah,
very
that
much
way
so.
I know that I'm gonna be prepared to spend my money. Don't surprise me with it and then be like, damn it, but now I want that. But that's not fair.
That's been proven time and time again. Communication is key.
Yep.
Agreed.
No, well, I guess, segueing off of that, speaking of things that definitely aren't fair, a Twitch streamer who got banned for milking a cow in New World.
Not for milking a cow.
No, it
After
wasn't
milking.
for milking a cow, and that was already, proven that it wasn't for that at all, but it just lined up so fucking perfectly as an accidental permanent ban. The streamer's name is Anna Fuchsia, and she was just there's a clip of it. She was milking a cow in New World, and then as soon as she finished, she was like, "Yeah!" And then all of a sudden, permanent ban popped up on the screen, and it was spelled wrong.
Yeah.
Spelled right. That was my favorite.
That was
Yeah.
God. That was such a
And
great
it
clip,
it didn't even
honestly.
say why she was banned either. It just she just
No.
got a pop up and was just permanently banned.
No, and then she ended up getting in contact because a lot of her chat, I guess, went over to Asmongold and was also talking to him in his chat, and he, I guess, has contacts at New World who he was talking to, so he gave her a call and let her know, hey, this wasn't supposed to be a ban. You can milk cows. It's not a bannable offense. It was a total accident.
You just need to do it
Yeah,
carefully.
see, well, I feel bad because she wasn't even she didn't even know it wasn't allowed.
You gotta be gentle with the others.
Honestly, as soon as I saw the cow in the game, the first thing I did was run up to it and try to milk it too. So
Yeah, 100%.
Poor Fuchsia, I feel bad.
it was a game ban, not
it was
a
a game ban.
not a Twitch ban.
Yeah,
I know, but it's I feel bad.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's one. Sorry.
she was banned for roughing the others. That's what she was banned for.
Well, I
Gotta
feel like it's one of
respect
those-
the udders.
Yeah, you respect the others.
I feel like it's one of those things in any game. If you see a cow, you're gonna try to milk it. You see a doggy, you're gonna try to pet
They'll
it.
try to pet it, right?
Every single game, it doesn't matter what the engine is. Can I pet it or can I milk it? You gotta know.
So one of the most important buttons in New World, just like in Deep Rock Galactic, is Z. You immediately do the worm and flop on the ground. So we flop on the ground and we just scurry crawl over to the cow and start milking it. You see somebody just at the edge of town AFK, you just start flopping on them until they start doing it too, and then it just becomes a whole group of people in the town doing the worm. It's great.
I feel like, Moose, I feel like
Or you
that's
make-
going to be the
or you make
standard
the
going
human
forward.
centipede.
Yeah.
I mean, But I think based on the article, it was saying that the ban was also server related. Like it was based on the server she was in.
Oh, was the whole server banned?
It says while the issue ended up actually being server related.
Yeah,
So I was like-
it wasn't supposed to have been banned. It was just something that happened, like, you know, on accident.
It's just one of those random like server glitches kind of
Like a
thing.
server error, basically.
That's just funny. The fact that it was, and of course, my QC brain, the fact that it was misspelled, I was just like, ugh.
It was misspelled, and then in the bottom text that actually like talked about the ban, it was spelled correctly. But the top giant banner that was like, "Hey, pay attention to me," was spelled wrong.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that what ended up happening is they were probably following in suit to the Fallout. God, I don't even know what the hell is the Fallout Vault 69 or whatever, the one they got online, the terrible one. The hell's that one?
Yes.
I don't know.
Wait, are you talking about the 76?
76. There we go. Yeah. So I feel like it was kind of like
Oh.
following in the tail of how the programming went for Fallout 76, where they had the developer room, and basically it was like, you know, all these like high-end items and shit like that. That's like, okay, you know what? Here's how we're going to prevent people from getting these items. We're just going to put a ban trigger on these specific items, and they probably did something very similar to that. Okay, if people acquire these developer-only items, just freaking ban them. And cow milk probably made its way into the query table for those bannable items and just picked the milk up and got banned.
I mean, honestly, it's little things like that. It's very easy for someone to just like, especially if it's automated.
Yeah.
You know, it could have picked up something she said in chat like a few moments earlier as being flaggable, and then it just took a moment for it to catch up, and then she got banned, or, you know, shit like that happens all the time.
Yeah.
It was just the best coincidental ban. Even as an accident. It was I don't think she's ever gonna forget that clip.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
But cows aren't the only thing being bricked by New World, so
Yeah.
That's true. New World's banning you from using graphics.
Basically, and they are hard banning.
You don't need that graphics card anymore for anything.
What's that?
Yeah.
Spent like $1,500 to $2,000 on a graphics card?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
So we should probably use this opportunity to put out a PSA. So while we're talking about New World and the fun everyone's having with it, if you have an EVGA 3090 graphics card, do not fucking play New World yet. Please don't.
Not right now.
Not even loading up the loading screen in Character Create, because it will brick you in the loading screen of the game.
It will literally pop the capacitors on your graphics card and give you a dead brick of a graphics card if you have that specific one right now. So don't do it.
Yeah.
It's already happened to you, though. We're glad to announce that NVIDIA is supposedly claiming that they're going to be replacing the cards.
Yep.
That's
Yes.
nice of
So
them, at least.
That's a nice little highlight there.
That
but
is definitely the
it's
least
probably
going
going
to
to take
do.
a little bit of effort. So sorry about
Yeah.
the part.
Yeah.
Maybe
with the
soon
chip
they'll be able to get a new
shortages,
one.
it might
I
be a
was just
little
about to say.
harder.
They're already hard to get a hold of now.
Yeah, I was going to say, from the way they initially worded it, it seemed like they had those graphics card ready to replace for those
I wanted
users.
to say that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they're
would
they're probably
promise that.
expediting those. Like it's going to be prioritizing per the situation. So I'm sure people who are a part of this situation will probably get priority
More than
compared
likely.
to like others.
So,
Yeah, 'cause that's-
you know, if you got
or at least enough of them will.
if you got
Yeah.
a New World bricked graphics card, you know that you at least are getting a graphics card again before a bot does. So, you know, give yourself a little pat on the back. You beat a bot.
you beat the bot.
That's right.
Hopefully.
The thing that we all live for every day, we hope for every single week.
I mean, I know I think about it all the time.
I love beating bots.
I'm sure you do.
That one was also sexual.
I'm trying to get fit. Okay, you don't have to explain that, Jono. How often do you beat bots?
You know, every chance that I get.
Oh.
I just
I'm
see a
beating the
bot and I
bot
start
right
beating
now.
it.
God.
Oh, that one hurt.
Oh my god, you bot beating son of a bitch.
Oh, that's a new one that I love now.
And I mean, you guys have been having a time with a New World, so I take it any of you have the graphics card that's being bricked?
No.
No.
I just got like a decent one just to have a PC that functions. I don't have a fancy schmancy new one,
You
no.
mean to tell me you don't have $2,000 to put into a graphics card?
No,
Do I
I only
look like I'm
spent
made
like
out of
a
money?
couple hundred. Shoot. I
gotta-
can't even afford a YouTuber model. What makes you think I'm gonna go buy a graphics card?
I got lucky as hell to get a
No.
2080. I'm not getting a fucking 3090 for the next 5-10 years.
We need y'all to get
Yeah.
y'all priorities straight.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, yeah, Plas hasn't seen this yet. There you go.
Oh gosh.
And he has said that you were the hipster Tom Selleck.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Exactly.
Had to give him some of the blue steel.
The fuck?
Duh.
Duff.
Fuck.
And hitting us up with that. So, bro, how long have you known me? You know I need help. This ain't news.
Help isn't coming.
Exactly.
Keep trying, but it's not coming. Speaking of things that aren't coming,
I was gonna say we may need to go ahead and mention that to Ubisoft about Skull and Bones.
about the game that was announced like 10 years ago and we still are never gonna get.
Hey, I mean, we're getting there slowly but surely. We'll get it, in year 3000.
Well, it released alpha, so that's a start.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
That is the stage before beta.
That's a
Yes,
10-year.
that's true.
It's a 10-year
true.
late start. I mean, you talking turtles in the hair, then
I just-
some of the bitch gonna win the race already.
My worry with this, though, is, you figure when they started making this game, like, what type of graphics are they going to have? I feel it's, like, outdated at this point unless they've gone back and redone it for, new-gen consoles, or we're going to get outdated graphics on, like, a PS4, PS5, Xbox One, whatever. And at
I
that
mean-
point, it's kind of like, why?
I'm sure that regardless it's gonna look good, because even like now, because this was originally based off of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
I know.
Even for that time period, that like graphics in that game were fucking gorgeous. So even if they like used the next gen version of it that they used in like Syndicate or something or Origins,
Yeah.
it's gonna
My
look
worry
good.
is-
We're just never gonna get it.
My thing is like what Blade mentioned in chat is the whole Duke Nukem issue. Like with the Duke Nukem Forever, like by the time it released, it was just so outdated graphics. It just wasn't good.
I mean,
That's my worry.
We have the 50-50 of games in the longest release periods in the world. It's like Duke Nukem Forever, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, at least Kingdom Hearts 3, like, that's Square. They can't release like a game graphics wise that looks garbage.
You got another one to throw in the ring there?
No, real quick. Actually, I need to go right now.
Okay.
So have a good night, everybody. I'll send you the subscriber and stuff. But
Okay.
love y'all.
He's got work
Alright.
things.
Yeah.
Moose is needed. He needs to help out the
That
Daily
on-call
Bugle right
life.
now.
He needs to get pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's got to edit the next Daily Bugle episode. So
Yeah.
you know how it goes. But yeah, no, it's the duality between the two. It's like, are we gonna get good version of game that's taken forever or bad version of game that's taken forever? And at this point, like Sea of Thieves keeps going so far ahead into like the pirate game world and kind of just taking it over that do we need Skull and Bones? Is anyone
That's-
going to be interested in it after this?
That was my question because at this point, I'm thinking, what's the drive to keep pushing this game for release?
Yeah. And
it's
like
been-
the biggest issue is their own. It's their own
Right.
fault.
It's been 10 years since it got to alpha, and delay after delay. And
It is mainly due to shifting in leadership. I mean, they've had 3 creative directors from this since it started. Like most of the current and former employees are saying that it was just due to management, mismanagement, reboots, and their creative vision kept changing. So, I mean, they're at least admitting that it was their own fuck up.
And I could have understood if it was last year, because last year was a year of delays. I mean, everything got delayed last year because of COVID. But
Yeah.
this has been going on much, much longer than that. And
Yeah, this
it's
has been
just
since 2013.
right. So I'm
Yeah.
like, why continue? Why? What's the drive to keep this trying to push this to the finish line?
Yeah, and even in the article, they even one of the current developers compared this whole shenanigans to Anthem and its rocky start, and that how it was due for a reboot, and then they just didn't. So like they're even comparing this to Anthem. So I hope that's not the case. I hope it doesn't end up that way, because I know a lot of people have been wanting it and waiting for it.
I wonder if there are any other games that Ubisoft have canceled. I know Xbox did away with Scalebound, and I'm like, what goes into just when you finally say, when a company finally says, all right, we're just gonna nix this, and that's enough.
Yeah.
When it
When
ends
do you
up
say that it's
costing
costing
them
us
too
too
much
much money?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
that's the big
10
part
years
of it.
has it been costing you too much money? Even this hasn't been in development.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think the initial budget was like 120 million.
Part of me always worries that when it comes to game development, like how much do they actually pay these these creators and developers before a game's release? Like, is that why they can delay games so long? Is because they're not really paying people a certain amount until the game releases? Like, how does finances
Kind of.
get controlled for that type of thing?
So a lot of
Yeah.
it is done where they'll get paid like a set wage for the game's like development in general, and then most of their bonuses and things come after the release, like after the actual set
Yeah.
kind of like payments afterwards, which is why a lot of the dev stuff after like Cyberpunk came out, they're like, no matter what happens with the release of this game and how like poorly things go afterwards, we're still gonna pay our devs what they earned.
Yeah. Well, I'm crossing my fingers though. At least that maybe it'll go better than they think.
Can hope.
No,
Maybe.
I think they
I
just
mean,
need to let it go.
It's an alpha. We'll see where it goes. We'll see if it gets to beta or not anytime soon.
Yeah.
It's been 8 years.
Somebody in the alpha needs to have the balls to stand up and be like, "This
Pull the
game
plug.
sucks." Yeah, just do away
Take
with
him
it
off
now.
of life support.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, Plus,
Decaf says they're obligated to release the game because of the deal made with a Singapore government.
yeah, that's what I was saying
I
in
mean,
the
it made
article as
sense.
well. Yeah, that's
Oh.
requires a company like Ubisoft to launch a new title due to the number of subsidies it hands out.
Plus
So
the amount of,
basically,
like-
they have no choice. But hopefully, it does well and doesn't
that's
like
what-
crash and burn at release.
I was
Right,
like, they
so-
probably also had to get licensing for certain parts of where the game was going to take place and different kinds of like things that are going to be within the game. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with that too. Like,
So that's why
Yeah.
they're pushing for a release after 10 years.
Yeah, they have no choice. But hopefully, like I say, it won't crash and burn. But
It's gonna suck.
I don't
calling
say
it.
that.
I'm calling it now.
Hopefully you eat your words in a nice way.
I
In a
still
nice
really
way.
want it to be good solely because I loved Black Flag just so much. So that's the only thing that I have writing on. I want it to be good.
Let's call it
Yeah.
what it is. It's a money grab. Black Flag did well, and they're trying to shoot for more of a cash grab. So it's gonna suck.
So
Well,
positive.
I mean, that's what they did with what was it? Assassin's Creed Rogue. That was
Yep.
the money grab on top of that, and it. So apparently it was actually a really good game, but no one bought it because they were like, "Why?" It was in between the console gen shift,
Yeah.
so no
Yeah.
one was like, "I'm gonna buy a PS3 game when I have a PS4 instead."
Yeah.
Should have made it backwards compatible.
Should have made it backwards compatible.
That would have been an option.
Well, we'll see.
Yep. Otherwise, we had a tremendous fucking win this week for video games. At least video game music. with the Olympics
I
launching.
still don't get why anybody's
Oh, yeah.
surprised by this. Like the fact that people are like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "It's fucking Japan doing the Olympics. What do you think they're gonna do?
I
They're
mean,
gonna play music that's part of their culture. Aside from actual cultural music, they're gonna play stuff that's super popular that has made their country super popular to travel to. What do you
video
think
game
they're gonna
music
do?
is also a big part of like their mainstream culture in Japan. So it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Like, this is large scale, like what we do, kind of situation.
I
Well, I
think
mean-
the folks that were like, I don't think they're actually like in the know as far as they're outside the normal spectrum of geek.
Like
Japan's
Japan's very
Right.
aware that their video games and their
Right.
anime are
Japan
literally what
is.
drive people here.
Oh,
It's
of
not
course,
all they're
yeah.
about, but
The way
They know
that
what
it was presented,
does.
I don't know if any of you guys watched it, but it was during all of the different Olympic teams like walkouts. They were playing different video game music themes for each of them. Most people who aren't gonna understand that it's a video game music soundtrack are just gonna be like, "This is some nice music. Yeah, this is some cool. It's just some introduction music." But they were playing. I've got a list of all of the different things they have because they went through Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, the Tales series,
yeah.
2 different Monster Hunter ones, which I'm fucking happy about. Kingdom Hearts, they played 2 different Kingdom Hearts songs during that. Chrono Trigger, Ace Combat, Sonic the Hedgehog, Pro Evolution Soccer, Phantasy Star Universe, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Gradius, a lot of people were excited because Nier Automata, Song of the Ancients was playing.
See, that
and
I
Soul
expected.
Calibur.
Like the music of that one is super gorgeous. That I kind of expected.
Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah.
It was really ironic that they chose the Olympic Coliseum theme for Kingdom Hearts for
Right.
one of the teams to walk out on. And I was like, is that just who fucking wrote this?
Yeah. But I think the people who didn't know, like, I feel like those who don't know it's video game music, who probably still don't know it's video game music, are like older individuals who just don't play games.
Yeah, they're
But
just gonna be
people
like,
who knew,
this is just some music that's coming on, whatever.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I feel like those who knew, they're like, oh wait, I know this song. Like I'm not surprised. It's Japan. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's about
Yeah.
time.
I'm like, I expect that, you know?
It's just, I mean, a lot of people that are surprised is that it's because it's video games, but in like something that is mainstream global. Like if they did this at like any giant sporting event, being like, what the fuck?
Isn't that what
It's-
they do at most sporting events in Japan?
Yeah.
Unsure.
I
I
was
don't
like,
watch a
don't
lot of
they
sporting
incorporate
events.
that into their culture?
Yes, but I'm
Like
saying,
McDonald's has commercials that's anime.
but that's not global. What I'm saying is global reach. Something that is like the Olympics, that like every year, most people end up watching the Olympics at some point or another. It's one of those.
Yeah,
like,
so that's why
everyone
I
goes into
expected them
this.
to.
I mean,
Like, I
I
fully
also
expected
expected
it.
them to with like the last outfit they wore to the Olympics having Pikachu on it, but
Yeah. Like it's literally something that they'll always incorporate, especially if it's international, because it kind of touches on stuff that they are very well known for. So of course they're gonna like
it's
Dash
still
that
just
in there.
it's still just really cool. Like video
Yeah.
game culture becoming part of a mainstream society kind of thing. It's like back when we were kids and it was like, all right, you play video games, fucking nerd. And now it's like, oh, you play video games? You mean that shit that was on the Olympics? Yeah.
yeah. So
I
I'm
think
glad
it's
that they
interesting
went
to
with
think
it.
about it that way, because I mean, realistically, as a culture, like Japan is, like we were saying, has always been about anime. Like, it didn't get popular in America because Japanese people think anime sucks. Like, that's the best way I could put it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course,
think it
of course
sucks.
it's popular over there.
Yeah, I mean, Japanese people don't think anime sucks. They just they don't have positive views on otaku life. But anime is
no.
very yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't get popular here because people over there think negatively of it. That's why it's popular here. It's because it was also popular there first.
Yep.
So anyone who's surprised at that is, yeah, they just don't know what anime is.
Yeah.
they're just living under a rock somewhere,
Yeah.
which is fine. Hopefully, it'll expose some more people to anime.
Exactly. Just because it's an anime doesn't mean the music can't be gorgeous.
Or just
I mean-
video games in general.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
exactly.
I would almost say that the two are very closely related.
Yeah, very much. It's exciting though. It's still very, very
Yeah, very.
fucking hype moment.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay, video games.
Well, I guess
And-
the next topic wouldn't be so much about
Yeah.
yay video games, but
Yeah, I
mean,
think we need to add like a
it's-
shame portion to our a shame section to our
Yay, video
our-
games, boo people.
right. And I don't know why it seems to surprise me that in today's climate, more and more companies are. When this is revealed about these companies, it's like, oh my gosh! But if you don't know, Blizzard's being sued because of the quote unquote frat boy culture
yeah, it's
that they
the
maintain.
boys club.
The
Yeah.
boys club, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, just reading about some of the stuff that was going on, it's disgusting.
Shocking? Question mark? Like, I mean, anyone
I
who's
mean-
surprised by this clearly, like Servo said with the previous thing, they've been living under a rock, or they just don't want to admit to it.
They don't want. I don't think they want to admit to it because I mean the numbers that they
Men
were
treating
putting up.
women like we're lesser beings? What? Never. When have men ever done that?
And
As I take my drink.
the numbers they were putting up, it was just. I'm like, come on, guys, we got to do better. I mean, we really got to do better for a company as big as Blizzard and your 9,500
it's not even just
employees.
It's Activision.
They're just the ones
Blizzard.
getting pulled out right now. A lot of companies are like this.
And
We
had the
unfortunate.
same situation last year with Riot as well. It's
It's
literally
not
a
surprising.
mirror of the same lawsuit.
Yeah, like it's not. I don't know. I'm always the one that harps on this, like every time this type of topic comes up. So it's like I will save my rant on it because it's the same
Well, I
thing.
mean,
I'm
not
a broken
without good
record.
reason, though. But I mean, I understand your feeling on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's a broken record. It won't change unless women women can't be the only ones bringing it up. Otherwise, it's not going to change. Like anything with social climate changes, it needs to be both parties. It's not just, the women. It has to be the men as well. Otherwise, nothing's going to change. It just won't.
It has to be taken to a level of, these, and it is now. Obviously, there's this. What we're talking about involves an active lawsuit that's going on.
And so there's a lawsuit for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean these.
But the fact that it
these
has to come to
parties-
this point for a lawsuit for people to be treating people properly.
Well, I
Well,
mean, it should have happened sooner.
Yeah.
It should have happened sooner. It shouldn't have taken this amount of effort to treat people properly. Exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have come to that. They've got, according to what I read in a lot of the documentation too, is that these people not only felt that they were being harassed, but the people that they were supposed to report the harassment to were dropping the ball.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's part of it. It's just that not even that it was just people doing bad things. It was people being allowed to do bad things because other people just didn't give enough of a shit. Which is
Because they got to keep the status quo. It's because if they do anything, then they're gonna get reprimanded because they're trying to help someone else that clearly their higher up doesn't want to change. It's just like we have to keep this whole status quo. I mean, I've had friends who worked at Amazon who had the same shit. Like I've had female friends who were leadership who quit because their leadership was treating them shitty, so they went to corporate, and corporate just kind of was like, we don't know what you're talking about, and just wiped it away. And so they quit.
I'm just surprised.
Like
that
it
every
happens
Amazon employee
everywhere.
doesn't
It's not
quit.
just the gaming industry. It's just yeah. It just doesn't surprise me. I don't know. And everyone's talking about like reading things and people are like, oh, I'm canceling all of my Blizzard subscriptions. I'm getting out of my BattleNet. I'm like, okay, that's not gonna do anything.
No, it's
Really.
not gonna affect
Like
them
that
any-
does literally nothing.
Shame the people that are responsible for the actions, not the games and the worlds that are
Like
created.
it's so stupid.
It's-
You're literally it's like
Ser-
people who
Servo
are
and
doing
I
the
had
same
this
thing with
conversation
Amazon.
earlier this week as well, and it's very similar to the J.K. Rowling Harry Potter like separation, where it's just fucking flame the transphobe, but keep the respective world that everyone loves and has escapism with. Like, so many people's lives are revolved in WoW, very specifically.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you think, I was just gonna say, if you don't understand, like, we were just talking about Asmongold, for example, like, he, of course he has, well, I mean, if he's a good person, he has a stance against what's going on at Activision Blizzard, but...
Which he did release a statement about it.
Yeah, and it's not going to stop... I didn't see it, but in any case, it's not going to stop him from wanting to play a game, and I mean, what is he really doing if he says, well, I'm going to cancel my sub to World of Warcraft? He's just, punishing himself for the misdeeds of others? Seems...
I guess that the people who have that mindset, it's the whole idea of like putting supporting with what's it called? It's basically hitting them where it hurts. Yeah, where their pockets are, which I get, but at the same time, in this particular circumstance and a lot of these social circumstances, that's not going to help anything. No. Honestly, it's really so much the people that are needing to be corrected, not so much. It's like the environment that they have created that the unfortunately the boys club mentality has created, that it's hard to weed out. It really is, because a lot of people act like they're cool dudes until certain situations come up that they have always just been used to doing, and people don't call them out on it. And a lot of streamers do it too.
Yeah, and not only that, but like, for example, let's say everybody agreed, okay, we're all boycotting, subscribing to WoW and buying any further Blizzard games and things like that. Well, guess what? It's not that the people who work there, who are being harassed, don't want to work there. You're hurting them too. They still want to create great games for you. It's just they want to do so without being treated like, they're not like being treated like they're subhuman.
Yeah, well, the women specifically, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it could happen to anybody.
Yeah, it could happen to literally anybody.
But in this case, we're talking about the women at Activision Blizzard. But again, it doesn't mean that they don't want to create
tar
games
and
anymore.
feathering castration won't solve.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that it's like, it's hard to... I think a lot of people want to go to that extreme because so many people want to... people will change their tune to save face, so they can avoid the as you called it, the castration, to avoid the belittling, to avoid the getting called out. So once all of the weeding out has filtered through, and they're like, okay, I'm safe. Like, a lot of times it's so hard to find out the good people from the bad people, because it's like... It's a mindset. Yeah. It's a personality thing. It's not something you can just find out until you're experiencing it. So a lot of times it's just like, just burn it down. Just burn it down and start over again.
It's the same thought process that I have with the rich. You put a few heads on some pikes, everyone will fall in line.
But
you make some lessons out of people.
Then you have people just following because they're afraid of getting... Exactly. It's not changing the mentality. It's putting fear into the mentality. And that's why I don't agree with aggressive fear mongering, because that's kind of what women have experienced already. We're basically giving what they've already received. It'd be like,
listen, you...
I don't...
It's like
eye for an eye.
It's like a game of Among Us. If you walk into a room and you say, I'm going to kill whoever's an imposter, everyone's going to go, well, I'm a crewmate.
But see, you say that until it's reversed. I've had many, many men go on tirades because they're like, well, now I'm getting all this shit. Like, how is that helping anything? This whole eye for an eye thing. But I'm like, okay, but you're getting treated the way the women were treated. Why is it not okay because it's being sent back at you?
Because it shouldn't be to all women or all men. It should be to those who are specifically targeted for it.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
you take
the whole eye for an eye thing works
proven to be assholes, because they're going to prove that they're assholes immediately, and then you just cut off parts of their body that they usually enjoy having.
That they enjoy having.
Why are you so keen to mutilate somebody, Jonah?
I'm not saying it's
feel
not
like
granted.
sometimes
I'm
it's
not saying it's not
deserved.
warranted at this point, but
Yeah, I'm not wanting to
if
mutilate nobody.
If somebody cut off your junk and then stapled it to your desk so you had to look at it every day, I think you'd have a different perspective on people.
but then everybody else has to look at it too.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to look at that.
Well, and that's a lesson for them too. Hey, maybe don't fuck up as bad as this person did. Don't be this much of a dick, otherwise there's gonna be a dick.
Yeah, like Katie said, reversing a problem doesn't solve it. Like it's so hard, and that's why I think so many people are under the thought that, oh, we're just going to, completely go like the opposite direction, and that's gonna solve it. Like, abandon ship, just forget everybody, and we're gonna, eject from this whole thing. That's not how this works.
I mean,
Unfortunately, the change that we want actually involves a lot of work.
It's also not something
work.
that's gonna get fixed overnight. Not even with this
Yeah.
lawsuit. It's something that's going to take time, and it's going to
You're
take
gonna have
a
to be-
lot of people
It's gonna
staying
take
on
a
top
lot
of them.
time. Yep.
Unfortunately, like I said, it's because of this particular circumstance being a sexist issue. Unfortunately, a lot of the work will be the gender that it's coming from. And unfortunately, that's, I think, the issue is it doesn't get worked on because it's like, oh, well, we're working on it. We'll make sure it gets addressed. And yet we're still having this issue. Why? Why is this still a thing if men are very aware that this isn't okay? So why are men in the gaming industry just saying that to just placate and be like, okay, yeah, no, it's wrong, totally, we're totally gonna do that, and then the cameras are off and it's like, all right, anyway, so put the women in the basement anyway, continuing on, throw them scraps of food when they're done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
The same kind of mentality as someone who says, "Oh yeah, I really care about the Earth," and then they get in their car and as they're driving, away,
Exactly.
they throw a cup out the window.
Exactly. And so I feel like it's I don't know. I really don't know what the change has to be, but I mean, from every content creator that I've seen and cosplayer that's worked directly with Blizzard has been saying the same thing, that that's not going to change it. Abandoning Blizzard and canceling your subscriptions and all that's not going to change. Like, what's going to change is, the male persona, the male identities in Blizzard and the gaming industry, not just Blizzard.
Right.
Those are going to be the ones that really make the change, because clearly women have been stating their opinions left and right, front and center, and that's not changing anything. So, yeah. That's it.
Gotta
That's
clear
all we gotta do.
a solution.
At the end of it,
Just snip.
nice. I just really hope that those people who, deserve to be not there anymore are not there anymore, and Blizzard can continue and thrive, being coming out better on the other end.
I agree, and I hope that everyone who was affected has given several names to the accounts so that all of them can be held accountable for their actions.
Absolutely.
Hope so. I really do. Because it's kind of done. I'm kind of over it. Well, I think a lot of people are. Shit.
I mean, I would at this point, I would kind of hope that it's, at least at that level with most people.
I would hope.
I mean,
One would hope.
Again, like you said at the beginning of this conversation, unless you're living under a fucking rock, you already know, and the more people that know, I guess that makes it better. So hey.
Yeah, I just hope the mentality of like, oh, this is so annoying. I'm so tired of hearing about this. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we all are. Let's try and change that then, so we can stop talking about it.
I'm not tired of hearing about it.
Like, do you think we enjoy talking about it consistently? I know I don't.
No, I think it needs to be talked about continuously. I mean, you're gonna have to keep shedding light on it, like you said. You're gonna have to keep it. You're gonna have to keep it at the
most
forefront.
effective way of doing
right.
it. Yeah,
you're gonna have to keep it at the forefront. Otherwise, it's gonna fall by the wayside, and in another 5 years, it's gonna start the cycle all over again. Because people are thinking because it's out of sight, then it's already taken care of, and I'm like, no, that's not the case.
See, if we have to do this 5 years from now, I'm going down the genre route, and castration's gonna start happening.
I mean,
I'm just saying,
it's
it's an easy solution.
Hey, I'm gonna say it was Jono's idea. It was a dude's idea. It was not mine. It was not my idea. You can blame Jono.
That's fine. I know where to hurt him.
Yeah, but I feel it needs to be kept at the forefront. I mean,
Absolutely.
just like last year, there's a lot of companies that came out in support of the Black Lives Matter movement, but
Yep.
Yeah.
they were a lot of blanket statements. I mean, this
Yep.
unfortunately seems to be the same ordeal where companies are like, yeah, we support women, but you're not.
But what you
that
doing?
fact. You're not backing that. You're not backing that up.
Put up
Yeah.
or shut up.
Right.
Put up-
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, so we'll see how this works, because I really would hate to see anything negative. Not like you guys said. Like I know, obviously, I am with someone who is very much a fan of Blizzard, and I would really hope that the creators of Blizzard that truly put their heart and soul into this, that have nothing to do with this, don't get affected by it.
Right.
And those
Yeah.
who should get, sent to the stocks.
Like
Get
I
really
said,
offended.
Ooh, that stocks.
enjoy the worlds and escapism. Take down the tyrants that are in charge.
Yes.
Punch
Yeah.
him in the
Yes.
dick. Or whatever body part would hurt the most.
Yeah, you punch him in the dick.
Who knows? Maybe they might enjoy that. So that's I'm like, I don't know. It might not work for everybody.
Some
They
of
don't
them,
have a
yeah,
dick,
some
give
of
them a
them.
dick. Cut a dick off
And-
to somebody
and-
else, give it to them, punch them in it.
Let's be clear. If you work at Blizzard Activision and you're fucking up, I'm gonna fucking murder. No.
Damn.
Jono's gonna come after your genitals.
Just you know,
He's gonna
They're
go
not gonna
yandere
find
on your
you.
genitals.
They're not gonna find you. Let's
Just
just,
a
put
snip.
it that way.
just a snip.
No man, there is some. Hey, I've seen the dark
There is-
depths of the internet. There's someone. There are people. There are
I-
people who ask to be stepped on.
Yeah,
I've watched
that's
BME
what I was
Pain
gonna say.
Olympics.
There's
There's
people like
people.
being stepped on.
There's someone. Unfortunately, as creepy as it sounds, there's someone out there for that.
I've
Yeah.
seen
Not my
enough
thing,
internet. I know there's too
Have
many
you
dark
met
holes.
Jono?
Yeah, I've been to the internet before. Don't worry. I can handle it.
For
Oh
the
my
record,
God.
I do not enjoy getting punched in the dick. Thank you.
So he said. I feel like he had to release that
No,
statement.
I had to release that statement because Blade just said, "Have you met Jono?"
Hi, Loaf. Welcome to where we're talking about getting, punching people in the dick, apparently.
And castration.
And castration.
As a form of punishment for harassing women.
Yes.
Yeah,
Clear.
Yes.
yeah.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
I love that word.
Some people just don't deserve to have them.
But let's
That's true. That's so true.
let's talk about something positive then. Something that I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people in stream would or in the chat would like to talk about.
Speaking
Oh,
of cut up
think-
sausages,
So-
let's talk about
Oh,
some
sorry.
pizza.
What?
So by a show of hands, I want to see hands raised in chat. Who here has played Dark Souls?
Hi.
No, I'm just kidding. I haven't. But I will. I will soon.
Technically,
Let
you
me see
have,
those
Servo. Technically, you have.
And to
No,
all our audio
I played it really
listeners,
drunk one time.
Yeah, you played it really drunk one time. I've got the footage somewhere.
to all our audio listeners, I want to see your hands raised if you've played Dark Souls.
Yes, let me hear your hand raise.
Hold on, don't put it down. I'm counting. 1, 2.
You in the back, raise it. Don't be scared. Don't be
2.5.
scared.
Is your hand raised? It kind of looks half. What are you waving
3.
at somebody?
Why is your hand so
All right,
limp?
whatever.
3 and a
Yeah.
quarter.
Oh God.
Is that a hand? I can't
What is
tell.
Dark Souls? What is Dark Souls, Jono? Please explain. I feel like you're the best to explain this.
You ever enjoyed
like
being
a soul.
castrated?
Oh my God, no! Never mind. What have I done?
Imagine a soul, but it's like
It's
Dark.
not. It's not light. It's dark.
It is a game. It is a game of death and despair and constant repetition of death.
Well, Jonah,
We
have you
played very
beaten?
different games.
Have you beaten Dark Souls?
Yeah, I've beaten all of them except Sekiro.
Okay, well, we
You're
have
not
a
a true Soulsborne fan, then.
we have a controller modder who has taken
I'm
it
kidding.
one step further.
Kidding.
He took it just a tiny step further than you, and he
A little
beat
bit.
Dark Souls, but he beat it with a controller made out of a pizza.
Yeah, this guy apparently just really hates pizza and really loves gaming.
Yeah.
He cut up all of his pizza, which is already blasphemous, and
I know, right?
connected a bunch of wires to it and used it as controllers. Which we saw something similar to this before with somebody who beat Dark Souls with bananas, and then he just ended up with mush at the end of it. There's somebody who beat it with the Donkey Kong drums and like Guitar Hero guitars. There's been plenty of different things.
Yeah.
I have to share the link in the chat for those who, like, for me, visually, this just seems far-fetched and ridiculous to me. I'm sharing the link in the chat for anyone who wants to actually see what this pizza concoction looks like. Because I'm like, how in that, what?
Can you imagine how gross your hands would be after that?
I mean, at least I wouldn't have to worry about my controllers getting gross and greasy, because my controller is already greasy.
And
I hope
gross.
he washed his hands after he went back to his normal controllers.
No.
No.
Just picked up his regular controller afterwards.
Son of a bitch.
Uh,
So, how long does it to normally take to beat like Dark Souls? I mean, Blade says he beat it also. So,
yeah, I mean, so like,
because I'm
normal.
trying to figure out how much time he spent mashing these pizza.
So
slices.
like a
Well, he beat
decent,
Bloodborne. He hasn't beaten Dark Souls.
Oh,
He beat Bloodborne.
a decent
He's
Dark
playing
Souls
Dark Souls.
run probably takes you like 8 to 12 hours if you're like decent at the game, and takes you like 40 to 800 hours if you're not decent at the game.
I was gonna say that 800's more my realm.
That must have been like a Domino's or a Pizza Hut pizza, because any like normal pizza would have deteriorated by then.
No, that was one of those little CC's pizzas, but it's been left out for too long, or probably like a Chuck E. Cheese pizza, so it's actually just cardboard.
the pizza does seem to have a fair amount of firmness to it, so I don't think it's fresh.
It's on top of a Pizza Hut box, but I don't know if I believe it.
Yeah, right.
I feel like he left that pizza out for like a week.
No, it's like a Hungry Howie's pizza. It's one of those like brick pizzas.
I mean, it probably took him like a week to set up all the things and get the buttons correct on it, so maybe.
I don't know. I don't see any penicillin on it, so.
Oh God. Yeah.
And actually, slightly off topic, but that reminds me, I saw a video of someone who has a collection of like fast food that's like just in like little Walmart drawers, and none
What?
of it has rotted yet.
I was gonna say fast food doesn't rot. It's the weirdest phenomenon ever that it will
I've
not decay.
seen it get moldy, but maybe that's just me. But
I mean, it might depend on what
I mean, if
fast
you
food,
leave it,
because
like, outside-
McDonald's will 100%
no, I've
stay.
seen stuff get mold on it after a couple days.
It will
Are
not
you talking
taste
about, like-
good, but McDonald's will stay perfect no matter what. It's the
Like
weirdest fucking
Twinkies?
thing.
You like Twinkies?
Kind of like Twinkies, yeah.
See, now you just make
they
me
have
want to
so
do
much-
that.
They have so much preservatives in them.
I don't
that
recommend it
like,
just for the
stays
smell
good for way too
alone.
long.
Like now
Yeah,
I'm just
no.
like I gotta get like a McDonald's burger and just like put it in my microwave contained, like, you know, and just let it sit for days and see
Get
what
one
happens.
of those. Get one of those nice like glass jar things, like the things that have the weird like little lifty lid. I don't know what you call them. It's those things where like the on Beauty and Beast where the fucking rose is inside.
People use them
of
for like their cake toppers, yeah.
Sure, absolutely. Get one of those and just put like a fucking burger in there and get like a nice little underlight for it, and then just, you know, glass it and keep it.
What, like I'm a Beauty and a Beast this, you know, on the
said
eve of my
lifty lid.
21st year.
Hell, let's go this time.
I don't know what they're called, man. I don't know words and things.
Make
Yeah.
love
As the
if you
cheeseburger
can.
slowly rots, you turn more and more into the beast.
Oh God.
Instead of the beast, you're like the fucking Hamburglar.
Dude, I would take that 100%. Let me become the Hamburglar.
Oh God.
I am
Jesus.
become the Hamburglar.
That, or you become like
Burgle.
you become Grimace. The more that it deteriorates.
Yeah, the fries are one thing. Like I feel like the fries, because they're like, I don't know, they just become rocks. They just become literally impenetrable projectiles. But I mean, they literally become hard as rock. If you hit someone with a bunch of those damn
do.
things,
Yeah.
oh my God, it probably hurt.
I just imagine
Can I-
like Gambit keeping like a thing of stale fries with them, and then just kinetic projectile all of the fries.
Oh my god.
Fuck playing
Dude,
cards. I've got McDonald's.
I'm sorry. I have to tell you guys. You know, I just recently found out. Speaking of McDonald's, real quick. I just recently found out, like, that I realized that a lot of the characters were like based around the food, like
Yeah.
the food items.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that Grimace was supposed to be the milkshake.
Is he? I thought he was the
What?
chicken nugget.
No,
No,
what?
the
No,
bird
they
is
have
the
little
chicken
chicken
nugget.
nuggets.
Oh, they do
Yeah.
have little chicken nuggets. You're right.
They do, little cute little chicky nuggies.
No,
What?
but there's also the bird character.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's
I love
supposed to
her.
be the chicken, and then Grimace is
Yeah.
supposed to be a fucking milkshake. Like he's purple. Like how
He
does
could
that?
be
How does
like-
that work?
It's he's all squishy and slushy, I guess.
But I think the reason is because, and I was thinking about this too. I was like, because my friend and I were talking about it. I was like, oh well, they can't make him white, especially with that shape. Like,
That would be
God,
kind of
no.
a dollop of Daisy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
and then what if he was brown like the chocolate shake?
Oh,
Then he would
uproar.
really be mistaken for a chicken nugget.
Then
He would
he'd be
look like a big
looking,
poop.
yeah, a big, plumpy, weird
Who is the
Yeah.
pirate then? What food is the pirate?
pirate. You mean the hamburger?
No, there is a pirate. His name is Captain Crook.
Oh, he's the fish fillet.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
Fillet of fish.
Okay.
Yeah. But but then I was like, wait, strawberry. Wait, if he's pink,
How is the Grimace the milkshake? What does
I don't know, but he is.
somebody in
I'm-
chat
I'm-
let me know? Somebody in the
So
comments.
funny.
I'm looking right now.
So, it says originally Grimace was the evil Grimace with 2 pairs of arms with which to steal milkshakes.
What were the
After
little
this-
pom poms? Were the pom
After
poms
the
Yeah.
for
first
fries?
campaign
Funny.
After
was
that, he was revised.
to one of the
I
good
was just
guys.
thinking like all the colors that he could be that would make him look like a milkshake. They're all just basically just turn him into
He
like
has a
big
family.
big white figure or like a big pink like dong shaped figure or
Chris. He
Like a
has
big
a
bird.
family. He has a whole family, apparently.
God.
Like, he apparently says, well, many family members have been mentioned. Most heavily seen and mentioned is Uncle O'Grimacy, who came 1 month each year around St. Patrick's Day in March to bring the Shamrock Shake.
Okay, yeah, the
Wow.
the little pom pom
God.
ones were the fried goblins.
Is Uncle Grimacy green?
I'm clicking his link now. Yes, he is. I'm
Oh
sending
my
you the link. Oh
God.
my god. This looks so bad. This
I'm
looks
blown
so
away.
stupid.
I'm blown away right now.
There you
It's
go.
just-
Literally the image is part of it too. That was Uncle O'Grimacy.
Katie, he had a family. I love that.
He
did.
He had a whole
yeah.
fan family. Here, so you all can live and enjoy this
Oh.
moment.
I
There you go.
just-
That is Uncle O'Grimacy.
That's so
brought the
funny.
Disgusting
Holy
shamrock
shit.
shakes. I can't do those. I can't.
Whatever.
Ugh.
my
No.
world is destroyed now.
Nothing will ever be funnier than that was.
McDonald's trying to make cute characters.
Oh man,
Seriously.
the little run. Did anybody else have like the run like somewhere in the early '90s of the chicken nugget Halloween toys? There was just like a chicken nugget, but it was in costume for each different thing.
Yes, I have those
Yeah, I remember
toys.
I have those too. I'm looking at them right now, and I'm like, oh fuck, I have those somewhere. We're on a McDonald's fucking tangent now.
Yes, of course.
See, now I want to get, you know.
I'm trying to
nugget.
understand. There's Grimace's family. I see the fucking mom and the aunts.
It's like,
Yes.
Oh man,
There's Grimace's family.
this is Millie and Telly.
Oh my god.
We're going on a McDonald's rabbit hole. We need to stop. We gotta
It was a lot of it was nightmare fuel, so it's okay.
we
I
gotta
mean,
stop.
that was the last topic of the list. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody have
Yep.
anything that didn't make the list?
I did want to mention one thing that was posted in the Discord gaming, and that is they're still making Skate, and I'm extremely
Yes, they
fucking
are.
excited.
Yeah. No, that was a shock to me too.
It's so nice to know, and that teaser was like I posted in there. It's like that's the best teaser I've ever seen. It's so good and so like on brand. I love it. I love
What
it.
about Dead Space though? That Dead Space.
Yeah, Dead Space.
What about that Dead
Oh.
Space?
Dead
They do have
Space.
a EA. What was it, EA?
EA Play.
Yeah, the EA Play
Play
Live.
Live.
So-
That was literally in the middle of the fucking day, and I'm like at
Yeah.
work, and I'm like, what's going on? I didn't get to see anything.
So there was a couple of other notable things in there. Dead Space was the only thing that I cared about personally. They did show
Yeah.
like the Battlefield 2042
Yes.
stuff looked
Yes.
really cool. And
I'm so excited.
they're basically taking the multiplayer and they're putting in like a multiplayer mode to where it's every Battlefield.
It's like a
all
sandbox.
together.
You get to pick, multiple games to choose from. You could pick characters. You could be a freaking robot. You could be a oh my god! I just
So
want to pick maps from 3.
They said, "Hey,
again.
we're
Really
also gonna put in meme game modes too." And they showed one of them that was, what if you had a horse-sized tank versus a bunch of like tank-sized little robots, and it was basically just a bunch of little mini bots versus one giant tank.
a gigantic tank.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, the fact that they're even having an option for like a knife versus defibrillator battle, like what kind of
Defibs all day.
It's so stupid, but I love it. I'm just gonna be so excited because I knew those Battlefield 3 maps like the back of my hand. I'm so excited to play those again and just be like, yes, I know all the best places to be. I'm so excited to play this again and just to fuck people
what
up.
would be better, a tank-sized horse or a horse-sized tank?
Yes.
I think it would depend on the scenario.
I'd say a horse-sized tank
If
because
we
that way
need-
they're not that big.
If we need to travel land very quickly, a tank-sized horse. If we need to infiltrate like a small like base or like a house or maybe like go into the sewer, you send in the horse-sized tank.
Yeah, I was like, if I'm on the good side, I want the bigger model. If I'm on the opposing side, I want the smaller side.
Although
I'm just imagining,
being
like, a
Asian,
really-
kaiju horse.
a really squat down like big horse, like he's like
I
gets shreds.
I have to kind of like lean a little bit more towards the kaiju like Clifford-sized horse. So
The Clifford horse. The Clifford kaiju horse?
Yeah.
What a weird combo that would be. Someone needs to create that.
I mean, Clifford's a
A Clifford
kaiju.
kaiju horse.
Clifford is the
Hit
best
up
American
Nobu. For the right
kaiju.
price, Nobu will create anything.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, we do have Lat as Paimon as an emote.
That is
So,
true. That is very true. That is a thing.
We don't have a Paimon emote.
Your ban emote?
Please tell me that you realized that was you as Paimon with a banhammer.
No, it was just a banhammer.
No.
Oats.
It's you as Paimon holding a banhammer.
No, I knew that was me as Paimon. That was during my Genshin addiction phase.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes it was.
Lord. But yes, I'm very
You had me
excited for
worried
Dead
there for a
Space
second.
and Battlefield. I mean, I was already excited about Battlefield anyway, but now that they've given me the one thing that I love the most, which was 3, I get to kind of tag team on that. I'm very excited.
Yeah, there wasn't
Dead Space,
much,
I'm
much
excited
else
but not
from the EA
excited.
play. There was like new update for Knockout City with a giant new map, a new season releasing. There was a really kind of neat game that was I can't remember the name of it though, but you play as like a puppeteer and there was like action combat, but also like cards and dice rolls going on.
It was like the Land of the Unknown
the
or
thick of it?
something.
Oh, sorry.
Something like that.
Lost in Random.
yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was like, I think I told Blay, like, it made me think of like if Tim Burton decided to make a stop animation game. It was just
looked
very
intriguing.
odd. Yeah, it was
I
very
wanna-
Alice.
I want to
what
see
was it?
more.
What was that one game? The
Madness
Alice
Returns.
Returns. Yeah, Madness Returns. Like kind of like that, and then Tim Burton decided to be like, let's make it like
See, I thought it was like Tim
something
Burton
stop
got
animation-y.
into tabletop and was just really
Yeah.
hard into it and was like, I want to roll for initiative.
oh god.
Then he made a game.
It looks okay. I'm on the fence about it. It looks pretty cool, but we'll see.
Like I said, I want to see more, but you know.
Yeah.
New Apex character, lad. I don't know if you saw that at all.
I seen. I thought it was a Little Nas X had a crossover with Apex or something.
Honestly, that's what everyone has said. It's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck was that, Little Nas X?
Yeah, so that's what I thought it was before I read it, and I was just like, "Oh, okay, new Apex character."
I'm glad they have another tracking character in the game.
Yeah.
Just Bloodhound the whole time.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
I heard them talking about it. It sounds pretty interesting.
He
haven't
seems like a
played
better
Apex in
version
so
of
long.
Bloodhound.
I have not
One of these
played
days, I'll
Apex.
actually play it.
Yeah, I haven't.
All the
I haven't.
heartbeat monitor players in Warzone are gonna love him.
I think I started
Yes.
season. What
God.
season is this? 8, season 8, season 9. I started the season, and I did the first week or two, and I haven't played since then.
Yeah.
I wanna say
Everything
this
that
about
came
it, though.
after that, yeah, everything came after that, like Demio, and I fell off in more Demio.
Man, my friend was actually playing. I think he was playing Demio, and he got. I think it was Demio that he got DMCA'd or something. It was really weird. I think it was that one. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it was that one. It was really weird.
In VR?
I think so. Because he streamed it on Twitch, I think. I don't know. It was really weird. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's the game it was, but I don't know. I'll have to double check his Twitch or his Twitter account.
That seems weird.
Yeah.
Schweird. Schweird.
Weird.
Weird.
Schweird.
I think that's pretty much it, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead Space,
Yeah.
Lost in Random, Knockout City, Apex. I don't think there was any other like big news that I saw this week. So far.
No, nothing yet.
Anybody got anything else going on? Is there something coming up this weekend?
We do have something coming up this weekend. We will be
Most of us will be.
in Tampa at Tampa Bay Comic Con, and we have a panel. So if you're going to be down there, come find us, and I don't know.
Or
say
we'll come
hello.
find you.
Or no, we won't do that. We're not.
There will be a body pillow in my
Yeah,
stead because I will
already-
not be attending.
We've already
Unfortunately.
threatened to murder and castrate everyone tonight.
I
Let's-
didn't threaten to murder anyone. I just said some people need a good snipping.
Her just needs a little trimming. Just a little snip
Snip.
off the top.
You know,
Snip, 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 snip,
Snip the tip.
there's no murder involved. It's just a promise of hopefully a better life for everybody.
So if you're going to be at Tampa Bay Comic Con, stop by to our panel. So, you want to stream video games?
Yeah. I will be the social media person for the weekend because I will still be here in Jacksonville.
Yay!
Very sad. Very yay! I'll still be in Jacksonville.
We need local support, Chibi. Someone,
Yeah,
gee,
someone
thanks.
say that.
We tried to get
Okay.
Chibi to go, but she's like, I'm not going anywhere with you weirdos.
Yeah, she
I
said that.
couldn't. I'm so glad that you are happy that I'm staying home.
I think her exact words were "fuck them kids."
That is not what I said.
I say it repeatedly and often.
Uh-huh. No. I financially cannot go, but I will be there in spirit.
And also
And-
as a body pillow.
Kill a spirit.
Moose sent us a list of subscribers that we would like to thank. So take it away, Jono.
What? Who? What? I don't know how to fucking read.
Well, that's what you get for being happy I'm not going to be there this weekend. Suffer.
I wasn't the one that was happy.
None of us are happy, actually. I was just-
Suffer. Snip, snip, Jono.
I also don't know how to fucking read this thing. It's just a bunch of strings of shit.
Yeah, I took a look at it. I was like, how does Moose do this? Jono, take it away.
It's a fantastic
Oh
question.
my god.
So we'll thank our subscribers from the top of the list, except for the Remnants, because fuck those guys. Plas SC2, Akoth, Nobuko Zero, and Loaf. Thank you guys for your love and support, and for the subs.
Yay.
Gracias.
Yay.
So what do you guys got going in your individual streams this week?
Anybody streaming tonight?
I am. I'm streaming
got
Mass
going on?
Effect 3.
Yay!
Mass Effect 3. I'm so excited.
I think that we're gonna be streaming Rust and Survival Boys this week. I think I finally get to break in some of that. So, you know, just in case you also want to be a part of it, Servo.
I may. I have
partake.
I've kind of resigned myself to taking the time that I have available, which is now until August 2nd, to play New World. So I'm probably going to be doing that because honestly, I would love to like start a huge guild when the game releases and play it. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm also excited to play more New World, and it's fucking exciting that we literally go to Tampa, come back, and then we get New World.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this weekend.
Wait, it releases August 31st, right?
Does it? Damn it.
Yes.
Well,
August
you see,
31st.
my weekend is going to be the entire month of August. I'm not coming back from Tampa, you guys. I'm just going to live there. Technically, my job is... Technically, so I start work tomorrow, in case anybody didn't know. My job is work from home, so I could just work from home till... Right?
They're cool with that?
That's going to be expensive.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I know my office
costs
is
money. That's why.
work from home, and we're kind of not so. I mean, we're cool for that, but at the same time, it's like we kind of need to know.
What they don't know.
What they don't know won't hurt them. I'm just a voice on the phone.
But FYI, that internet, that hotel internet is not very good.
Yeah, so I was like, that might be kind of complicated.
I'll tap into somebody else's internet. It's fine.
This is fine. This is fine.
A hotel? You're gonna tap into somebody else's internet?
Yeah. What else is a better place to do it where you can't get found than a hotel full of thousands of people?
Who brings their internet to a hotel?
I guess hotspots on phones.
Yeah. The hotspots aren't great either.
I know, but
I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Don't you worry.
It'll be fine.
Says the person who can't read.
Yeah, we're not the one that's worried. Good shit.
But
well,
yeah. I guess other than Mass Effect, I'll be streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Right. Yeah. Are you playing Mass Effect all this week?
No, I mean I'll be doing Mass Effect 3 on Tuesday, and then on Sunday. Wednesday I think I'll be doing Love Live, and then Thursday I'll be doing more Plague Tale.
Okay, cool. And then sorry, what were you saying?
I'll probably play either Narita Boy or I had another game lined up since I didn't like Double Kick Heroes, but next Saturday I was gonna be on Monster Hunter again, so I may bump that to earlier in the week to make up for it, since we're gonna be in Tampa.
Also,
yeah, so I guess that means no podcast for us on Sunday.
For us next week.
Podcast next Sunday.
For everybody to know, because we will be in Tampa. We will be uploading videos from there as well, so you will be able to see some new content. Just we won't have a podcast next week.
Yeah,
I will post.
Keep your notifications on. We may pop up on a random phone or laptop.
Yeah, I also had that same idea where we may pop up live while we're driving. Who knows? We may do just sing along.
It'd be a good time. For
not in the bathroom.
Just chatting.
Not in the bathroom. No, Katie. We're not going to Dr. Disrespect.
That you know of.
That is now removed from our accounts, and the passwords will be changed.
Oh, you guys can threaten to murder and castrate people, but as soon as I want to stream from the bathroom, I get automatically removed.
Yes, because we're not filming that live.
That is some bullshit. Some baby back bullshit, in fact.
Baby.
Well, at least I'll get to go to the next one.
Yeah.
But no bathroom shenanigans. No bathroom shenanigans.
Oh.
It's gonna be a
There's gonna be shenanigans.
It's gonna be a real shitty stream.
Because I think we tried to do some live stream and stuff when we did what was it, the podcast convention thing that we went to 2 years ago almost.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Did we? I don't remember.
I know
Yeah,
we
we
did
did.
some like Facebook lives.
Yeah, there was a Facebook Live on there.
I don't remember this at all.
Do y'all
It's
have your
there.
selfie sticks?
The proof is in the pudding.
It's been longer than a week. I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all better bring your selfie sticks.
We got Jono's arms.
Apparently, your arm is a selfie stick.
Yeah.
It
Fucking. God damn it. I'm gonna cut my
That's
arms
the
Gadget
off.
arm.
He's good for getting shit off the top shelf and selfie stick arms.
I'm gonna cut my arms off. It's gonna be
Well, you got the
armless.
scissors.
I'll say you've been talking about cutting some things.
It's gonna be hard. Like once I get one arm off, that's fine. Getting the other one off without an arm is gonna be difficult.
Katie
Use your
Cat
mouth.
agrees. Katie Cat agrees. That's what she said.
Somebody wrap us. Somebody get us the fuck out of here.
Wrap
Chibi,
us in
take us
what?
away.
All right.
What are we
thanks for-
wrapping people in?
Thanks for joining us tonight, everyone. Remember, you can always find our audio portion of the podcast on audio platforms of your choice, from Spotify to Apple Podcasts to Buzzsprout. Wherever you find podcasts available, just search or cast Remnant Gamers, and we'll be there. We'll show up in your house or something like that.
I'll be
So
there.
you can also look for our previous podcasts on our YouTube channel with our game nights and sketches and skits and all of that good stuff.
I'm not showing up in
And
anybody's
jerseys.
house.
Jerseys. Make sure you go get a jerseys on No Name Nerd. You can use the code RMNTGMRS for 10 cents off, 10% off, 10% off. Other than that, we'll see you guys Wednesday.
10 cents off.
Did I get everything?
You got me. You got me.
Was that it? Was that everything? Did I miss anything?
Don't forget to follow our social media and join our Discord for notifications about when we're live and what's coming up. Also, if you want to hang out with us. Alright, are we good? Anything else? Do we got a
No.
raid target?
Who are we rating?
Let's see.
God.
Ooh,
Guess
ooh,
somebody
ooh, ooh, ooh. I do.
Okay, yeah.
He's playing
You,
Apex.
you typing it or me?
Oh, I can do it in the thing, I guess. I keep forgetting I can do that.
I made everybody moderators.
I know, I forget these things. Is there a space after the? I don't normally do it with a freaking command.
Flash rate space the name.
Gotcha. Space the name.
We're
I'm gonna go type
professionals.
that.
Everyone ignore this. This is getting cut out of the audio.
That was not.
No.
It gets cut out of the audio every week. When we're fumbling around.
There you go.
It's this and all of my coughs. That's the only thing that gets cut out.
Hey,
Yay. Cool. All right. Bye, guys. We love you. Bye.
Oh, okay.